Hey guys, so now we're working on word problems with fractions. So let's take a look at this first one. It says Mrs. Anderson, Jared, and Dodger each drink 2/3 cups of milk. How many total cups of milk did they drink? Well, each one of us drank 2/3, right? So Mrs. Anderson drank 2/3, Jared drank 2/3, Dodger drank 2/3. To figure out the total, I could add them up. Or I could realize this is repeated addition, and I could create it into a multiplication problem. I know there are 3 people who each drink 2/3 cup. So to figure out the answer to this, I could either add all of it up and go like this and figure out my denominator stays the same. Just add my numerator and get 2 plus 2 plus 2, which gives me 6. Or I could use multiplication. No, my denominator is going to stay the same, and I multiply the numerator by the whole number, which would also give me 6. But can I leave my answer as an improper fraction? No, I cannot, so I need to change it into a whole number. I ask myself, how many whole or how many 3's can fit into 6? And I know it can fit in twice. It doesn't have a fraction with it, but that's okay. So your answer should be 6/3 or 2. And we always need our units, so I would put cups 2. Okay, so let's look at the next one. Dodger got a new rug to go under his kennel. The length is 2 yards and the width is 3/4 yards. What is the area of the new rug? Well, I'm going to draw this out. We worked on area last term. I have a length of 2 and a width of 3/4. How do I solve area again? Do I use addition, multiplication, subtraction, or division? I hope you guys all said multiplication. So I'm going to multiply 2 times 3/4. I know my denominator is going to stay the same like it always does. And I just have to multiply the whole number by the numerator. What's 2 times 3, class? 12, you are correct. Can I leave it in an improper fraction? Everyone say no! Yeah, it can't stay, so we need to change it. How many times does 4 fit into 12? Well, I can count on my fingers. 4, 8, 12. It goes in evenly. It's just 3, and that's okay. So the answer would be, let me just get rid of that because I forgot something important that you guys all would have called me out on. It would be square yards. So your answer would be 12/4 or 3 square yards. Okay, another one. Mrs. Anderson spent 4 6-hour playing a game. Jared spent 8 times the amount Mrs. Anderson did on the game. How long did Jared play for? Well, I see that Mrs. Anderson spent 4 6 hours on that. Jared spent 8 times the amount. So who spent more time, Mrs. Anderson or Jared? Jared, because he spent 8 times the amount as me. So we're going to do 4/6 and multiply it by 8. And it's okay that the whole number is on this side. Either way works. My denominator is going to stay as 6. And I'm going to just multiply the numerator by the whole number. What's 4 times 8? I hope you guys said 32. Now I have to figure out how many 6's can fit into 32. So I change it and I say, okay, 6, 12, 18, 24, 30. I can't go any further. So I know it went in 5 times. And then 32 minus 30 would give me 2 for my numerator. And my leftover would be 6. So my answer would be 32/6 of an hour or 5 hours and 2 6 hours. So that's how long Jared spent playing on it. Okay, the last one. This one's kind of tricky because there's not a fraction in this, but we can create one. It says there were 13 people, and I'm going to underline it because it's important, at Dodger's birthday party last year. If each cake was split into 8 pieces and each person ate 2 slices, how many cakes would the people at Dodger's party eat? Well, I know there's 13 people at the party. And they eat 2 of the 8 pieces. Can I turn this into a fraction? I'm gonna let everyone think for a second. Well, if I was to draw this out to make it into a fraction, I'm going to scoot up so I have some more room. I have my cake. Actually, cakes are usually round. Let's make it round. Okay, so I have my cake. And I'm going to split it into 8 pieces. Each person eats 2 8. So 1, 2. Do I see a fraction now? I do. The fraction would be 2 8s. Now can I use what I know about multiplication? I have my whole number of 13 and I'm going to multiply it by 2 8s. My denominator stays the same and I multiply the top, my numerator, by the whole number. 13 times 2. Well, I could count on my fingers. I could do the multiplication on the side, whatever it takes to get the answer. 13 times 2 would be 26. But can I leave it an improper fraction? No, I cannot. Let's change it into a mixed number. So 8 goes into 26. Let's count. 8, 16, 24. So it goes in 3 times. And 26 minus 24 would give me 2 8s. So they'd eat 3 and 2 8 pieces of cake. There we go. So that's how you solve word problems. You might see some pretty similar to this on your work today. Pay really close attention. If you need to come back to the video, make sure to do so. See you guys later.